limits of the mind. Long ago, a little boy called Eklavya was born in a poor family. His family lived a little away from Hastinapur, the capital of the Kuru kings. They were shunned by the society because they belonged to a low caste. Eklavya's mother would often say, "Don't go near those people, they are high born. We, low born, are not supposed to mix with them."
Why? But why, mother? Eklavya asked. He couldn't understand this discrimination. God set these limits. God? But why? Would God want nice things for them and bad things for us? Has not God made all of us equal? She sighed. I don't know, but there are bounds we can't cross. Eklavya became quiet. From that day, the only important things for him was to understand the meaning of limit. One day, Eklavya saw a beautiful chariot coming into the forest near his village.
He saw boys of his age get out of the chariots. Last, an old man with snowy white hair came out looking stern but calm. Eklavya heard his father's voice. Those are the Kuru princes with their great teacher Drona. The boy he had just petted is his favorite Arjuna. They have come to practice archery. Don't go near them. The boys started shooting with bows and arrows. What amazing things Arjuna did! He could shoot at a target with closed eyes. He could shoot with his left hand as well as the right. And the teacher Drona's arrow made fire, chased things in circle, brought rain and lightning. It was magical. The practice ended. Eklavya went up to Drona and, with folded hands, said, "Great sir, please teach me this magical art." "I don't teach the low-born," Drona replied coldly and turned away. "Master, your arrows don't seem to mind any limits. They bring rain and fire. They do wonders. How then can you be bound by the thoughts of high and low birth?" Saying this, Eklavya walked away from a glaring Drona. The very next day, Eklavya carved a statue of Drona from a tree trunk. Each day he would bow before the statue, practice shooting, and imagine a pat on his back from Drona. The royal princes and their master came to the forest again after a few months as Arjun got ready to take aim at the particularly difficult target. An arrow reached his target before he could even aim. Shocked, the boys and their teacher looked around. They saw Eklavya, who went up to touch Drona's feet. "Who's your teacher?" Drona asked. Eklavya quietly led him to the statue. Drona looked at it for some time and said, "If I am your guru, give me my fee, my Guru Dakshina." "Ask, sir," bowed Eklavya. "I want your right thumb," replied the stone-hearted Drona. "Without the right thumb to support it, how can any archer ever hold a bow?" And Arjuna and the other princes watched in shock. Eklavya cut off his right thumb wordlessly and laid it at Drona's feet. Many years passed. A great battle was going on in Kurukshetra between the Kauravas and the Pandavas. But at fate had it, the great master Drona was fighting against his favorite pupil Arjuna. After the day's battle, a sad Drona was sitting in his camp. Suddenly, like a respectful prayer, arrows fell near his feet one after another. He looked up and saw the young Eklavya. "Master, I have learned to shoot without my right thumb. I can shoot with my left hand and with my feet." I have taught others and raised an army. Today I am known as the great archer. Drona was speechless. Master, I set your greatness free from the limits of your own mind. Your great love for Arjuna crossed the limits of fairness when you asked for my thumb. But this made me learn to shoot with both hands and feet, and for this lesson, I offer my services to you in this battle. Drona's eyes filled with tears. He answered, yes, it's true. Bounds and limits are in the mind. Real courage is fighting against wrong limits and respecting the correct ones. Eklavya, you have taught me a great lesson today. So, one of the most important lesson we learn from this story is it's not about where you start but where you reach. Eklavya was denied training by Dronacharya because he was not from the royal family. Still, he went on to become the best archer, and that's because of his pure determination and dedication. If you like the story, please press the like button and please subscribe the channel. Thank you.